Hey everybody, welcome back to Bree's Toys. My name is Stephanie Bree. I had to move the camera over here because I need space to be able to show you the toys I'm doing this week because these are big toys. And I'm starting with Transformers 2001 Car Robots, Robots in Disguise, it's a mouthful, Megatron, also known as Gigatron if you're in Japan. Now, I have a confession. I buy a lot of used toys off of eBay. And I buy a lot of toys that are either incomplete and missing pieces or get out. Or don't come with their accessories. Very rarely do I buy a toy that is blatantly broken. But in this case, I bought a toy because the price was right. That was blatantly broken. It is missing some necessary components to do the transformations correctly. So this is, as of right now, the only Transformer toy I have in my collection that I cannot transform because he is missing enough pieces that none of his transformations work without the pieces that are missing. He's missing his ears. He's missing whatever goes here. This. He's missing whatever goes here on his sides here. These balls here. He's missing a lot of pieces. And so I watched a YouTube video on how to transform him, and in his current state, I couldn't get any of his transformations to look right because he's missing necessary components. So this Megatron, unfortunately, will stay in robot mode, which is fine by me because, damn, that's a fucking badass looking robot anyways. This will not be the final version of this toy in my collection. I just wanted to get one to play with because I do like to play with my toys. So for now, this is a placeholder. Eventually, I will get a complete one with all the little bits and pieces and accessories and such. Well, let's go ahead and look at the articulation. His head does not turn left or right. I mean, it jiggles, but that's it. There's no turning at the waist, which is unfortunate. His wings fold back, and they do this number. So he can spread his wings, and you can kind of flap the wings. He's got good articulation in the arms, but it's very clicky, and I don't like that. And his shoulder keeps popping out of place, and this thing keeps popping out of place, and I don't like that either. He can bend at the elbows, but not like he's supposed to. And again, that's a limitation of the transformation, which I need to, when he's in robot mode, when his arms are how they're supposed to be, there isn't much movement in the elbow. Barely. And again, it's very clicky, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Let's see if I can get his arm how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to look like this. Oh, it's just so clicky. His legs, he's got full movement in the legs, but it clicks too, and I don't understand why it clicks. That irritates me. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I had this toy a long time ago. When I first got into collecting Transformers, I started with Robots in Disguise because that was the current toy line at the time. And that's what got me back into Transformers after, yes, Beast Wars turned me off and I left the toy collecting for a while because I hated Beast Wars so much. I was not going to buy fucking monkeys and gorillas and fucking cats and shit. Spiders and shit. I didn't want that. I wanted fucking cars and tanks and airplanes and, you know, robots. Not fucking animals. I didn't want fucking animorphs pretending to be Transformers, for God's sake. This guy also, if I'm being honest, his transformations, which I can't show you, kind of suck, and they're up to the imagination. He has a so-called car mode, which you just have to pretend it's a car. It is not a car. Maybe a hovercraft, but even then, it just looks like he's lying on his fucking back with his legs folded over. He's got the bat mode, which does look okay, and he's got the giant hand mode, which doesn't look like a giant hand. It just looks like he's sprawled out, and you just have to pretend it's a hand. So as far as I'm concerned, this toy kind of sucks. Very disappointing. Not what I remembered it. Not as good as I remembered it at all. Stay cool.